For almost 5 years, the death toll has mounted. Every day there's been bloodshed and atrocities. Now the latest attempt to end all that, this document released jointly by the US and Russia. The two countries have been working on plans for a lull in the violence since a meeting in Munich earlier this month. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov had wanted a ceasefire from March the 1st. US Secretary of State John Kerry argued that would allow Russia more time for bombing to change the situation on the ground. But ever since that meeting there's been delay, and so in the end Russia has got its way.
Россия проведет необходимую работу с Дамаском.
Russia will work with Damascus, the legitimate government of Syria. We expect that the United States will do the same with its allies and groups supported by them.
The deal done by the US and Russia calls on all the warring Syrian parties, with the exception of ISIL and the al-Nusra Front, which are both on the UN Security Council's terrorism lists, to commit to a cessation of hostilities by this Friday at midday Damascus time. 12 hours later, that cessation is supposed to start on Saturday. Diplomats tell me that if it holds, there's the possibility that peace talks, which collapsed in Geneva last month, could resume within 7 days. The spokesman for the UN Secretary-General welcomed the news of the announcement of the cessation of hostilities, but everyone is well aware how hard it will be to make it actually happen.
The Secretary-General strongly urges the parties to abide by the terms of this agreement. Much work now lies ahead to ensure the implementation of the international community. The international support group and the Syrian parties must remain steadfast in their resolve.
An added complication, though, came from Damascus, a statement announcing President Assad wanted elections for his rubber stamp parliament in April. And given everything that's happened in Syria, there's not a great deal of optimism about the proposed cessation of hostilities, particularly as many observers fear there'll be an increase in violence, with the warring sides trying to make gains in the days before it's due to start. James Bays, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations.